She danced, and a man lost his head. That's not a metaphor. That's how the story begins. Salome, the stepdaughter of King Herod, danced before him, and when he offered her anything she desired, she asked for the head of John the Baptist. But in Titian's painting, she doesn't look like a murderer. She looks almost tender. Her gaze isn't cruel, it's haunted, and that's what makes it terrifying. Titian didn't paint sin as horror. He painted it as seduction. The light caresses her face. The silk slides across her shoulders, and the shadow of death rests quietly at her side. The head of John the Baptist lies heavy in her hands, but her eyes, they're not looking at it. They're looking inward, as if she's finally seeing the cost of beauty. In the legend, Salome's dance was a trap, but Titian saw it differently. He saw a girl born into a world where her only power was her body, and her only weapon, desire. She didn't want to kill. She wanted to be seen. And in the cruel mirror of her time, beauty was both a crown and a curse. The painting glows, but the light isn't holy. It's warm, golden, sinful. It touches her lips, lingers on the silver platter, and fades at the edge of John's hair. Titian knew how to make beauty bleed. Every brushstroke is a contradiction. The sacred and the profane, the living and the dead, the pure and the doomed. It's not just a painting. It's temptation frozen in oil. Behind her, the darkness thickens. You can almost feel someone watching, Herod, perhaps, or the echo of John's voice, still whispering truth into her silence. Titian leaves her alone with that voice, and in that loneliness, she becomes something more than the woman who danced. She becomes the woman who understood that desire can kill, and still didn't stop dancing. In Titian's painting, everything looks beautiful, and that's the point, because guilt doesn't always scream. Sometimes it smiles. The folds of her silk dress are perfect. Her skin glows. The silver platter gleams. And yet, the longer you look, the more you feel the unease beneath it all, the guilt hiding inside beauty. She's not proud of what she's done, but she can't look away either. She's trapped between pleasure and remorse, a mirror that reflects both heaven and hell. During the Renaissance, desire was a paradox. The church condemned it, but artists worshipped it. Titian didn't just paint bodies. He painted the soul's hunger for them. Every curve of light is a confession, every shadow a sin. In Salome, that tension is unbearable. Her beauty becomes a sermon, her face a battlefield, and her silence is louder than a scream. Salome's dance never really stopped. It became a symbol of the eternal loop between desire and destruction. Titian's brush captured that rhythm. Her beauty moves in slow circles, like a candle flame that knows it will burn out, but refuses to fade quietly. And maybe that's why we still look at her, because deep down, we recognize her face, the face of temptation that every soul carries. Titian was no preacher, but every brushstroke he made was a confession. He lived in Venice, a city of reflection and decay, where beauty bloomed beside corruption, and faith drowned in desire. In Salome, he painted not a saint, not a sinner, but the human soul itself, caught between flesh and forgiveness. She is both creation and destruction, both divine and doomed, and perhaps that's why she feels so real. Art history loves to call Salome evil, but evil, in her case, is only the reflection of power denied. In a world ruled by men, beauty became her only weapon, and like all weapons, it turned back on the one who used it. Her seduction wasn't lust. It was survival. Her sin wasn't desire. It was being desired. And that is the cruelest fate of all, to be worshipped until you disappear. Salome's dance didn't end with John's death. It continues in every painting, every glance that worships beauty without understanding its pain. Titian painted her in stillness, but she's still moving in the eyes of those who can't look away. Her story is not about sin or salvation. It's about the moment when desire becomes destiny, and destiny becomes death. 5 centuries have passed, and still she looks alive. The softness of her lips, the shimmer on her skin, the melancholy in her eyes. Titian made her immortal not through holiness, but through desire. Her face is not a warning. It's a confession, a reminder that beauty always outlives a body, but never escapes its curse. Look closely at the head of John the Baptist. It's not grotesque. It's peaceful. The shadows fall gently, as if Titian pitted both of them, the man who died for truth and the woman who died for desire. Their fates are the same, both sacrificed to something greater, one to faith, the other to beauty. And between them lies the question that no religion has ever answered. Is there such a thing as a pure soul, or is every soul painted in flesh? Desire is the only thing that makes us feel alive, and the only thing that kills us slowly. Titian understood that. He painted desire not as sin, but as the heartbeat of the world. Salome holds death, but her face still glows with life, because temptation never dies. It just changes faces. She danced for a head, but lost her soul, and yet in that loss, she became eternal. Every age rediscovers her. Every artist tries to paint her again, because she is not just a woman. She is a shadow of every desire we've ever tried to hide. The story of Salome is not about death. It's about the cost of wanting too much. And maybe that's what makes her beautiful.